Hey everybody, welcome to the 1804 show. I'm your host, Dollar Will, and this is episode 6. Just want to say thank y'all for everybody who just support me, who've been joining in, liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing to the YouTube channel. I really appreciate you guys for all that you do, because I'm really about, working and doing my best and just making sure that I come from the heart on every episode that I do, because it's really important that people just get to understand that I'm for the people, I'm about my business, and I'm about staying true to myself. And I want to talk about a better life. What is a better life? Whatever situation or thing that's holding you back, you have the power, you have the choice to liberate yourself. And you have the choice to make sure that you don't give up on yourself. Because people going to give up on you. People going to quit. People going to count you out. But at the end of the day, it's all about persevering. And I always tell my stories. I always keep it real. And I always make sure that I let everybody know that I'm not perfect, and no perfect human being on this planet. If anything, I have risen to the occasion and just try to make sure that people, see me from my start and see me when I'm finished. This is why, I don't try to act like I have it all together, because I don't. I was just a man that decided to do something different and wanted to change and wanted to help my people and give everyone a chance to be themselves and tell their stories. And that's what it's about at the end of the day. It's just telling your story and find some healing in it. But yeah, I just think about where I was at around this time last year. I was really depressed. I was suicidal. I didn't think nobody cared. I thought it was over. I thought, well, me and my mama ain't getting along. My sister don't fuck with me. I can't see my nieces. I can't see my nephew. Things at the job bothering me. So fuck it. It's over. Nobody cares and this and that. But then, you know, all of a sudden the people that I thought that didn't care actually cared and wanted me to do more for myself, do something to help out the people, because I had so much potential. I had so much um, drive and determination. And a lot of people doesn't have that. A lot of people doesn't know how to fight and don't know how to turn things around for themselves. And it's unfortunate, man, because we have so many people taking their lives now. We have so many black men, black women, black children, children, period. Everybody who killing themselves. Suicide is just increasing every day. And you just feel like that, what can we do? Because we can't be there for anybody and everybody all day, every day. And you just never know what someone's going through. You don't know what everybody is battling and dealing with. And like I said, I was counting out. I was done. A lot of people written me off. A lot of people just was like, oh, well, what I'm saying? He ain't got shit, so fuck him. But, look at me now. I'm my own boss, young entrepreneur. I'm a success story. I'm a survivor. And I tell people this all the time, like, and nobody coming to save you. You got to save yourself. And I had to save myself. Regardless of who was in my life at the time, I had to feel it. I had to reach out and touch myself as far as my inner self, my faith, my courage, my determination. I had to believe in myself in order for this to work. Because this show has only been around for almost pretty much 7 months. But out of that 7 months, I made people a believer. I made people believe what I saw in my head first. 'Cause a lot of people didn't think that this 1804 stuff was going to work out. I had people, even before I got into 5 episodes, was telling me, man, this not for you. You need to give up. But I had to push myself. I had to let people go. I had to change my bad habits. I changed my eating habits. I had to read more. I watch and study old talk shows and stuff. Even took some speech classes on YouTube, written some stuff down. But like I said, people was already calling me out. A lot of people just thought that this was like a little fad, thought that, I was just doing this momentarily and I was going to do something else. Because, this was the first thing in my life, and for the first time in my life, that I stuck with something. And it feels good to stick into something that you thought that you was going to quit or it wasn't going to work. And just because it doesn't work a few times doesn't mean it won't work. And it means a lot to me that I have fans, I have supporters, I have listeners, and haters. You know, it feels good. Like I said, if you ain't got haters, you ain't doing nothing right. And I just explain to people, man, unlike most of these people on Facebook, my life ain't that bad, but, like I said, I always tell my story. Just imagine, going through life without your dad, without your brother. You're the only male from your childhood, and you can't get no man advice from your mama or your sister. So, you have to figure things out for yourself, and you got to go through things by yourself. If you're having a bad day, you can't go to certain people for guidance. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta tough that shit out. And I have toughing that shit out. I have my moments, like everybody else. I'm human like everybody else. But it just feels good knowing that you're helping people. It feels good that you're giving people the blueprint of making something happen. And everybody isn't going to support you. Everybody isn't going to believe in you. Everybody isn't for you. We at that point where we can't hold nothing against anybody because everybody doesn't have your best interests at heart. And the problem is that a lot of people don't want to change. They don't want to sacrifice because this is sacrifice. Whenever you want to do something for yourself, you're going to have to sacrifice something that you don't want to sacrifice. Because the old way wasn't working. And you need the new way and the new thing to work. And to becoming a businessman, because I don't know many people in my family that own their own business besides my grandfather. But I was the first one since my grandfather to own my own business, to have my own company. You know what I'm saying? My company and my headquarters is in my living room. It's in my apartment. I don't care, but it's my business, it's my company because I made it a company. I turned my living room into a set. you know, and it's all good. I do the shit again, but it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. And I believe in myself and my company and my brand so much that I will have my own production studio. I will have many shows and many plays and many things under my belt and under my name and the thing I created. Because I've been touching lives, I've been helping people. I've been helping people to heal. It feels good knowing that somebody, um, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see y'all comments until now. John Doe, I mean, let me know, man. We could set something up. Let me know, bro. Hey, Keisha, how you doing? I see you, girl. Thanks, man. I appreciate it, man. I just speak from the heart, bro. But yeah, like I, tell people, um, you just gotta do what you gotta do. Many are called and chosen are few. Your gift and your blessing isn't for everybody. Everybody isn't going to understand the way you think and the way that you operate. It doesn't work like that. Your vision wasn't for everybody. My vision started with me, and I'm just pretty much making the vision come alive. And I don't expect everybody to understand or to think or to see what I see or think or whatever. All can do is just, bring it into fruition. And I'm happy that, to have, certain people in my family to, look up and see that somebody who shares the same bloodline as them is doing something positive for the community. And oh yeah, make sure y'all come support your boy with the Battle of the Sexes. I'm the last one on the panel, and the event is at BBR September 18th. So I'm expecting everybody who fucks with me to come show your boy some support. It's my first public appearance for the city. Like I said, I told everybody what I wanted to do, and it's happening. And you gotta speak things to existence. Good, positive things is gonna happen. If you focus on the negative all the time, the negativity is gonna happen. You gotta have a balance. Like the Libra scale. It's a scale, and that's just how life is. You gotta believe in yourself. I really have been put in the work. I really have been, you know, showing everybody what I'm capable of, and everything been great. I have no complaints. I have my viewers, I have my fans, I have my supporters, and it's all good. I didn't have all that 6 months ago. And the first episode was tough. The first episode was like, oh, I'm glad I don't get this chance to see my first episode ever again. But it was just a learning thing, and it's all good. I ain't tripping. But it was just all happened the way it was supposed to happen. And I'm just grateful. I'm grateful for everything that took place. I'm glad I followed my first mind and I followed my heart. And now, look where we at right now. And everybody, sit back and ask me, like, why you call it chapter 2 now? Well, to be honest with you, I didn't want to continue on with everybody else, because and just like in life, we all have to start new chapters, and I wanted to have everybody to be able to understand and see my um, evolving door. You know what I'm saying? Because January was chapter one all the way to June. So when July came, it was going to be chapter two. So the next 6 months, this is going to be chapter two. Then after that 6 months, it's going to be chapter three. So, like I said, same message, same purpose, same everything, but in a different chapter. I want people to see my growth. I don't believe in staying the same. I believe in changing. You know, you got to reinvent yourself. You got to mature. You got to grow. You got to have a photosynthesis with yourself. And people wonder why they stuck in the same spot or haven't got their blessing, because they're not trying to put in the work. You got to work to get blessed. You got to work to have something in life. Because, like, people who got it off the mud and out the mud and shit, I respect them because they had shit handed to them. I'm cool and friends with a lot of people who got their shit out the mud because they taught me how to get it out the mud. They gave me advice with this show. And like I said, I knew that it wasn't going to be an easy process or journey, path. So I did it and I didn't quit, and I'm not going to quit. I got this on my body. I ain't quitting. And I can only speak about what I experienced. So I'm not going, like I said, I don't do that, bash and humiliate, none of that. This show has integrity. If anything, I'm just about just making sure that I stay true to who I am, that I don't sell my soul. Because a lot of people sold their soul to the devil, and they're not in the Illuminati. They want to be in the Illuminati, but they broke as fuck out here with us and already sold their soul. And I don't want to sell my soul. I don't want to forget where I came from, because this is going to stay the exact way how I started it, how I visioned it. And that is helping people, that is healing people, and that is, giving people a platform to talk about their problems and issues and stuff like that. That's what it's going to always be about. And nothing messy going on the 1804 show, because I'm not having it. But you just got people who just don't want to put in the work, and they expect for God to bless them. And they even say this in the Bible, with faith without works is dead. So you got to work on yourself. You got to put in the work in order for you to get blessed. It doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen 6 months. And sometimes it takes years. It took me years. Shit, like, I only been working for like 10 years, but I accomplished so much more than a person who's been working since they was 16. It doesn't matter how long you're doing something. It's what you have done with that little time. And sometimes, shoot, it's just all about common sense. You gotta really want it for yourself, because ain't nobody's gonna give it to you. And no, I'm not sugarcoating a damn thing. because nothing was ever sugarcoated to me. You know, I could have sat there and felt sorry for myself plenty of times when I was in the darkness. I could have just gave up and just say, forget it. But when you came so far into what you're doing now, it's impossible to give up because there's no such thing as quitting. I would quit when God called me home. That's the only time I'm gonna quit because that's beyond my control. But I didn't give up when everybody washed their hands with me. I didn't give up when my back was against the wall, when friends betrayed me, when people turned on me. I didn't give up, and I'm never gonna give up. Every year I'm gonna get better and bigger because that's what I want for myself. And a lot of people messed up. A lot of people just will underestimate you so bad to the point that when you do get good, when you do make it, they're not going to amount to nothing. And they're going to expect you to take them with you. That's why I'm like, whoever ain't for me or with me, they can stay where they at. Because I don't care if you're family, friend, foe, if you don't support me now, if you haven't donated to me or shared or been on the show and showed any type of support or gave me any type of assistance with all of this, you can stay where you at because I don't need no opportunists around me. Because I only be around people that's trying to do something with their lives, that want a better life, that want to change. I don't have time to be around people who's still the same person after it's been 5 years and you still smoking weed, you still drinking every night, you still, engaging in a whole bunch of sexual activity and stuff. You ain't trying to settle down. You don't take care of your kids. You're broke. You're funky. You're messy. I don't got time for that. I'm only around people that's doing something, that's positive, that's supportive. I don't got time to be around people who's messy, who ain't about shit. No, cause shit, I'm responsible for my life. I'm 33 years old now. So many people died at my age, and so many people died younger than me. I outlived a lot of people. I don't got time or the effort to be playing. Shit, we seen too much in this life. We seen too much in 2 years to be playing. A lot of y'all think this COVID shit is a game. It's not a game. People are dying every day. Even during the pandemic, people still killing people when we all need to be together. We all need to stick together because, you know what I'm saying? They are trying to wipe us out. They're trying to kill us. They're trying to take us out. They don't care about us. And I'm not gonna say who or what, because y'all know what I'm talking about. Read between the lines. They don't care about us. They don't care about us being hungry. They don't care about us being broke, jobless, none of that. They don't care. And the worst part about it is that we don't care about our own. We don't be there for our own. Our own is always the first ones to hate, the first ones to try to stop us, the first ones to try to take us out and kill us and all that. When we need to be standing as one, we need to be unified. But it would never happen because people have too much pride to come together. Everybody wants to be right. Nobody wants to be wrong. And I don't expect everybody to agree or think like me. I don't expect that. You are your own person. You're entitled to think for yourself and to believe in what you want to believe in. But don't knock my beliefs because they're different from yours. I'm just trying to give people the message. You know, you can hate the messenger, but you don't have to hate the message. So, but like I said, I just want a better life. I want to be my own boss. I want to be my own captain of the ship. I don't want to be anybody else's crew member. I'm sick of playing my role and playing my position. But when I come home, I'm a boss, and I want it to be like that. And a lot of y'all treat your businesses like it's a side job, like it's a hobby, and you can't do that. Because if you want something for yourself, something good to come out of all of this and the sacrifices that you made, you got to go harder at it every day. Got to work on, you know, like marketing and, how can I get more clientele? How can I, you know, it's going to cost money. A lot of people don't want to spend money. They want to take from people. And it's going to cost money. It's going to cost lack of sleep. It's going to cost, relationships, friends, all that. But like I said, you really know who really down with you, who really respects you when you go into business for yourself. When you do something that you ain't think it was going to succeed, that's when you know who your real friends are. That's who you know who really fucks with you when you go into business for yourself. So, but like I said, I just want a better life. And I refuse to give up. I refuse to just sit back and just allow myself to crumble in my business. I don't expect everybody to understand this because everybody isn't a boss. Some people are meant to be workers, and but to me, I feel like if you're a worker, you're an American horror story. You're not living an American dream. Because if a foreigner or somebody who isn't born here could come from another country and boss up and be their own boss and own business person, then we can do it too as American citizens. That's the real American dream. I can't retire at no company or no corporation working 40 years or close to 50 years and then just live off of 401k when I could touch 401k now before I see gray hair. Because I'm not trying to go back to where I came from. I ain't trying to go back into having to live somebody with somebody or have a bedroom. And then when they come home, you got to hope that they in a good mood so your day can be a lot easier. That's not fun. I don't wish that on nobody. That's not a life. You feel me? That is not a life. That is a nightmare. That's hell. That's a prison when you got to determine somebody else's mood in order for you to have a good day or a good week. Because ain't nobody's going to treat you like you treat yourself. So I just recommend for everybody to figure out what they want to do and whatever you want to do, just be happy and rejoice. Be mindful of you're going to have to make some sacrifices because nothing's easy. Ain't you tired of just being second place? Ain't you tired of not feeling appreciated? Ain't you tired of being broke? Ain't you tired of just settling? Why are you settling? I don't settle. And the craziest thing about, doing this show is that my managers, right? My managers treat me a lot better now than they did before because, they see me doing something. They see me having my own show and doing all this, what I accomplished. So, like I said, when people see you helping yourself, they will help you. So when you do start your own business, you're not alone. Like you may start it by yourself, but when you doing it, you gonna see people that's gonna support you. And it's not always about, crying about not getting support, but a lot of times we fool ourselves with the people that's gonna support us is the people that we love, and that's not always the case. You gonna get a stranger that's gonna spend their money on you before your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother does. And sad to say, none of my immediate family supports me. It's always been somebody who's outside my bloodline. But I would say my cousins, I got a couple cousins that does, and that's all good. I ain't tripping. But like I said, I just don't think about what I can't control. I think about what I can control, and I can only control me. I can only control what I do, no one else. So I just want everybody to just keep pushing, want better for yourself. You got to put in the work. You just got to do it. What else you got to lose? Way too short. But again, you just have to stay focused. You just have to be disciplined. Like I said, it's gonna be more bad days than good days, but your breakthrough is coming. Cause like I said, I'm not here trying to win nobody over. I'm just telling y'all the truth from my experience. I'm not perfect. I'm not invincible. I'm not untouchable. As people been trying to destroy me, from the inside and outside. So, but they ain't stopping nothing. You know, if anything, it's just, and that's all good. Cause I'm a legend out here, and I've been talking about these things. It's just a lot of people just now seeing it unfold. But other than that, um, being you, keep on doing you, and don't give up. Don't quit. Because at the end of the day, you just never know who's watching, and they seeing you, and they getting motivated. Sorry, and just want to follow in your footsteps. But I'm only following my heart. My footsteps, I'm making footprints of my own, so somebody else can follow in my footsteps. And we got to help each other. We got to be we got to be thoughtful. We can't be selfish in this. And this is why where we at as a people, because we are very selfish. A lot of us. I'm not saying I'm selfish, but majority of black folks selfish. It's all about me. Oh, what's in it for me type shit. But you can't think about yourself because it's not always about you. It's not even about me. It's about my people. It's about my city. That's what it's about. And then I can worry about the state, and then I can worry about the country, and then I can worry about the continent. But right now, it's about my city, and my city has so much potential, has so much to grow. We gotta deprogram ourselves. We gotta get out of this Saginaw crab in a bucket mentality. You know, a lot of us was programmed to think the way that we think, to hurt each other, to attack each other. But like I said, I'm just trying to teach the masses, and reach people. What I was before, I'm not like that anymore. You're not gonna see me quit. You're not gonna see me give up. But what I'm about is redemption. That's what I'm about. But yeah, I talked y'all ear on and off long enough. Um, keep looking out for up and coming episodes. I got some new people coming, got the mixtape coming, got the merch coming, got everything coming. I ain't gonna tell y'all everything because it's none of y'all business, but what I just mentioned, just keep looking out for those. And thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for watching. And I appreciate you guys. And everybody have a good night. Be safe. Get in the house. Don't be somewhere where you're not supposed to. Peace.